Hydraulic fracturing, commonly known as fracking, is the process of pumping millions of gallons of fracking fluid into a wellhole under extreme pressure to pulverize the shale layer, releasing gas that was otherwise trapped in the source rock. The typical well in Pennsylvania uses over 12 million gallons of water, thousands of tons of sand, and a variety of chemicals, some of which are kept secret by the fracking companies that develop them, such as Halliburton. This fluid then mixes with brines that were already present in the drill's path, bringing back problematic levels of salt, bromides, heavy metals, and radioactive materials. This fluid can be reused to some extent, but the contaminants become concentrated and must eventually be disposed of. Pennsylvania tried disposing of this at normal water treatment plants, which failed to keep pollutants out of rivers. They tried to use specific sites for oil and gas wastewater, which left radioactive residue in streams near the discharge sites. For these reasons, regulators prefer that fluids be injected underground when it is no longer capable of reuse. This site was proposed in 2016, but it needed to pass some hurdles requiring permits for both the US EPA and Pennsylvania DEP, as well as conforming with local zoning ordinances. Residents were worried about truck traffic, water contamination, earthquakes, and subsequent mine subsidence, increased radon gas from the radioactive waste, increased diesel emissions, heavy vehicles on steep, winding roads in winter conditions, health impacts, and more. The community was united in its opposition at both the EPA and DEP hearings, with 0 members of the community supporting the well. Even oil and gas workers spoke in opposition. None of that mattered. Pinnacle received both permits, and the will of the community was ignored. The borough tried to deny it based on zoning, but their efforts did not hold up in court. The borough had outdated ordinances that didn't mention injection wells when the application was first made, so the courts ruled that they were permitted anywhere. If you live in Pennsylvania and your community has not updated their ordinances, contact your local officials and urge them to update them, or it might suffer Plum's fate. There are many organizations that have been involved in trying to stop this well from happening. Locally, one organization raising awareness is Citizens for Plum. Check out their Facebook page.